Hello. Thank you for choosing to listen about sensitivity. Um, I feel I feel very much called to share more about sensitivity based on obviously on my experience and where I go through. I think that's most of the times the way, or we experience something, we learn something, and we receive something and then it's about sharing it with others with the intention that it's maybe supportive for anyone else who is listening and joining this journey of attunement, alignment, um, expanding consciousness, breaking through patterns in order to be more free or to be more open. And for me, sensitivity is the bridge, is the pathway for all of that. Because the more sensitive I am, the more I'm able to fine tune, the more I'm able to connect the physically and the subtle world, the subtle dimensions. And that sounds, as we know in the first place, like very exciting, but it brings a lot of challenges. It brings a lot of challenges, and it's not always easy when we become more sensitive. When we become more sensitive, there's a chance to connect to our full potential, who we are. It includes vulnerability, it includes fine tuning, it includes feelings, so many feelings and emotions. And it has the opportunity and the chance for us to really find out who we are, to find out who am I. And we only can, in my opinion, or in my experience, we only can truly find out who we are if we learn to feel and be with all of what we experience. The thing is that we learned through our lifetime to numb ourselves, to distract ourselves, to develop mechanisms not to feel everything and not to be with everything what is, because it's a lot. And it can be very painful and it can be very challenging. And many of us also grew up, most of us, in an environment where we learned to shut down, where we learned to contract, because maybe we learned I'm too much for the others, you know? If I express and feel all these things, I'm too much, you know? People are overwhelmed with how I am. I mean, who can relate with that, you know, when you go back um, you know, to a younger place in your life. Also, you know, many of us learned you need to have your shit together. You know, you need to function in this world. You need to make money. You need to study. You need to go to school. You need to sit still on your chair in school when you're a child and just listen and receive and learn. And then you have exam. So we learn very early you have to function. And very often we learn there is not this space of being sensitive, of being, of feeling, of attuning, of exploring the subtleties of life and universe, of our micro universe, of the macro universe. And for me, that's part of being spiritual. And spirituality for me is not a separated thing. It is. I could even say I'm sensitivity. We are sensitivity if I speak from a place of oneness or wholeness or connectiveness, being connected with everything what is, right? That's the experience of a subtle, very fine layer. When you are connected there, you know we are connected with everything, and everything is weaving together, and everything is connected. When you have been on the subtle layer, you know. But to be there and to feel that and to perceive that, we, 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 we need to be very sensitive. We need to be able to fine tune, to perceive that. And we could say that's the journey of awakening again and again. But to awaken to these very subtle, fine feelings, I could say we need the sensitivity. And that sounds all amazing, but living a human life and becoming more sensitive, if you are in this journey, you know how challenging that is. And I feel like to talk more about it, and I created like different chapters. So I will share about that in different videos. Um, so I hope this will make sense for some of you, and this will be supportive for some of you. And I will put that just in one playlist in my YouTube channel. And then you can, if you're interested, you can go through from the beginning to the end. And let's see where that goes. Um, Lots of love and compassion.